Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have this beautiful Giulia Quadrifoglio in the shop, and we are going to be replacing the rear shocks. So get ready. We're going to get this thing going right now. First thing you want to do is go ahead and lift the vehicle to a suitable height, which I'm going to be lifting this one a lot more, and then remove the rear wheels. First thing we're going to do here is on the back seat. As you can tell, I went ahead and pulled off the side trim here, this guy. All you simply do is just grab it from the top and pull back, and it unclips from the seat. And the reason why we did that is because you're going to need to gain access to the connector or the shock absorber, which is right behind this area here. So see, in conjunction with the height of the seat, you'll have this little area here. This foam was pushed in, but I removed it most of the way for demonstration purposes so I could show you guys this. And right here is your harness for your shock absorber, and that's what it looks like. 2-wire connector. You simply disconnect it from here, and once you disconnect it from there, you can move on. So that's what I'm going to do right now and go to the outside of the car. Okay, so after you go ahead and disconnect the connector, you're going to want to put a jack or a jack stand or something suitable underneath this lower control arm here, pretty much right here, somewhere flat, to fight against the spring tension, because we're going to be loosening up the mounting bolts for the shock, and you do not want the spring tension to just kick down and possibly lose the spring in the process of hurting someone or yourself. So go ahead and do that, and then once you got that, we're going to go ahead and remove these 3 13mm bolts and this one E18. So I'm going to go ahead and put a pull jack under this thing. I'm going to lift it up, put a pull jack under the spring, and then take those bolts off and show you what's next. Okay, so there's where my pull jack is at, putting tension against the spring, light tension, just to kind of maintain it. Went ahead and removed the 3 13mm bolts from the top, and the one E18 that passes through this linkage, through the control arm, through the shock. Shock sits like this normally. I just have it like this for holding reasons, because it's ready to come out. So but yeah, remove that, and then the nut that's on the other side of this comes off as well. It doesn't spin when you loosen the bolt. It locks itself, and then once the bolt comes all the way out, then the bolt or the nut falls off. So once you get all that out and the shock is ready to come out, you just drop it down and you finagle it through here. Try and do this with one hand so you guys can see the route that I take. And seeing that it's stuck there, we'll go ahead and lift this linkage up out of the way. Let's see if we can probably should have moved that linkage the other way. See if that actually helps. Yeah, there we go. And it's out. So the next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to have to take off this cap and transfer it over to the new shock absorber. So you're going to need to take this nut off, and you're going to have to hold the shock piston from here. So you're going to hold it here and loosen this here, and I'll give you those sizes in just a second. Okay, so the sizes you're going to need for this is a 9mm for this part and a 16mm for the nut. Now I know there are special tools out there that you can buy that you can slide over this so that you don't, damage the new one when you put it back in. And it holds this as well as loosens this at the same time. So for that, I'll have to look it up on Amazon, or try and find it on a Mopar website. But For now, if you're gonna be doing this, 9mm top, 16 on the nut. Remove that, transfer this cap over to the new one, and then reinstall it into the vehicle. All right, so for those of you asking, how in the world do you do this, Alpha Doc? This is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna show you. I already loosened this one, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. First of all, you wanna find yourself a wrench that looks like this or is similar. Most important part is that has this side that extends it out. So you're gonna put that side facing down. You're gonna slide this over the connector, and you're gonna put it in there, just like that. Now forgive me for I'm trying to do this with one hand, so if it falls over, have patience, please. Now once that's done, we're gonna go ahead and take this guy, the 9mm, same thing, slide it over and hold it there. What we're doing is we're holding this top part with the 9 and we're rotating this part, the 16, in order to get this cap off. So I'm going to take this one the rest of the way off so I can show you guys what it looks like. All right, so here's our shock absorber bare. There is our top mount with the 16, and this is our bump stop. Now this slides obviously over that and is on the top part of shock. You have to remove this, transfer this and the mount and the nut over to your new shock absorber. All right, so we got our mount, our bump stop on the new shock. We're gonna go ahead and pop this in, but before we do, I know a lot of you are probably saying, man, I've done this before, and this guy right here sticking out always messes up putting the shock absorber in because it gets caught right there on the edge, and then it won't go all the way in, and it's a pain in the ass to push this out. I'm gonna show you guys a very, very easy, simple trick to pushing this out and getting this job done so much faster. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you the brake pad spreader. Something so easy, simple, you'd never think about it. Wedge that sucker in there, and then look at that. Popped right out. Gives you all the clearance now to be able to slide that shock absorber right through there. Go ahead and loosen it. And look. Let's see if I can focus on that. That lip is now gone. So that shock absorber will slide right through there with no issues, and you'll be able to get your bolt through there without having to struggle and do a bunch of nonsense, beating on it and whatnot. So let's get this bad boy in here and continue with finishing this job. All right, we got our bolt in, our 3 at the top, and let me tell you, if you guys do this trick, I promise you this shock absorber will slide into this area so easily that if it does not, I will buy you lunch. I will literally, personally buy you lunch. But I promise you that trick works. And if you don't believe me, when you're doing your rear shocks, try it. Don't press that bushing out and try and get the shock absorber in and see how hard it is. And then do the trick that I showed you guys and compare it. There's no way that will not make your life easier. That was the easiest shock absorber I've ever done, to be honest with you guys. So go ahead, hit it up. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna put this thing back together. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Share this video with anybody that you think needs to see it. And thank you for all the support and love. Peace.